having me, Breyers, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I thought I would show you some of my spring purchases this year, which includes a variety of traditional models, customs and stablemates. I'm really pleased with all of these models that have joined my collection, and I thought it would be nice to show you a little close-up of all of them so you can get a little bit more of a look yourselves. I've been quite busy recently, so I have been a bit delayed in filming things, but I'm hoping to get started again with more regular videos. So without further ado, let's go and have a little look at the models I've purchased recently. So first up we have this lovely classic pony foal custom who was done by Harriet Lansley of Walnut Lane Studio. I purchased him as I really loved his little face. I'll see if I can get the camera to focus on it, but he's got super nice face detail. I love his markings, and his eyes are much more detailed than my camera will pick up as well. He's in that kind of sooty palomino colour before they go to more of a light colour as they get older, and I absolutely love how much detail Harriet's managed to pack into him. He's had his air hole repositioned, he's got some really nice detailed hooves, and the shading on him is beautiful. And as I say, his face is the cutest little thing ever. He's such a sweet little custom. So I'm really glad I could pick him up, and I have been photo showing him, and he's been doing really well in the custom pony foal classes at the moment, so I'm really happy with him. He's just the cutest little custom ever. I really like him, and I'm hoping to get more customs from Harriet as well. I think she's got such nice work and detail in her customs. Speaking with customs, next up we have a Breyer Shaggy Arabian mare custom who has been resculpted mane and tail by Clarity Studios UK and has been painted in a variety of mediums by Coletto Studios. So I saw this girl initially on Instagram, and when she came up for sale I knew I had to try and get hold of her. I absolutely love this resculpted version of this mould. I really don't care too much for the original, but for the resculpted version she is absolutely stunning. She's a dark dappled dun, and as you can see there's quite a lot of detail packed into her, from dapples to she's got herring on her flanks and around her face. Her hooves are super detailed as well. I'll just see if I can get the camera to focus on a few more of her details. So you can see around her face. And then we've got her beautiful hooves there, blue of her eyes. She's just stunning, and the more I look at her the more details I see, so she spends a lot of time on my shelf. I think she's an absolutely stunning piece. I've loved showing her so far, again mainly in photo shows at the moment, but I'd love to take her out live showing one day. They've done a fantastic job, both Clarity Studios for the resculpt work on the mane and tail and Coletto Studios for all of the painting. It was beautifully well done, and she was fantastic to work with selling as well, so I really am super happy to have this girl in my collection. I'm showing her as a Morab at the moment, and I think that really suits her. She's just so adorable, and I think that she is the prettiest mare in my collection at the moment. Moving on to OF Breyers, this is for Hannah, who was the 2017 store special, I believe, for the year Gateway to India at BREYERS. I essentially have an obsession with the Shannondells mould because I love draft horses. I love the face on the Shannondells mould, and I love both the braided and the loose variations. So when I saw this for Hannah come up for sale in the UK on Facebook, I decided I had to purchase him because I'm trying to get as much of an obtainable conga as possible, and the Hannahs don't come up for sale too often over here. Again, with him being a BREYERS model, he's a little bit more harder to get. He's a lovely bay roan, so he's got pretty much a normal bay head here, and then he's got the roaning across all of his markings on his belly. He's got the lovely silver and purple braiding, and they've added that along the mane as well, and on his tail he's also got the little ribbon there. But he's a super cute model. I really like him. He's not my favourite of the Shannondells at the moment. My current favourite in my collection is Benelli. I just absolutely love him for various reasons, but he is really nice, and he is a lovely representation of a draft horse, so I'm super happy to have added him to my conga. He is Shannondell number 4. Shannondell number 5 actually arrived really quickly after Shannondell number 4, who was for Hannah. So I put out an in search of on Instagram looking for any of the Shannondells that I was still missing from my obtainable conga, and someone got in contact with me who lived in Ireland who had their Marcus for sale. So this was perfect, as I don't see Marcuses for sale very often in the UK market, and Ireland was pretty easy to ship from. So I went ahead and bought him, and I'm so glad that I did. I absolutely love this version and this colour on the Shannondell mould. He's got such a beautiful mane and tail colour, and he's just super interesting, I think. So he's supposed to be a Black Forest cross Shire, and I think this works really well. It certainly seems to work okay again when I'm photo showing him. I am a fan of the pearly mane and tail, so I do think that looks really nice on him. And I'm super happy and super looking forward to being able to take him on photo shoots, because I think he'll look gorgeous in those as well. I know he has a few little flaws, which the seller was really good and transparent about. But for me, it's more that he's in my conga and that I have him in my collection. So I'm super happy to have found him, and so quickly as well. My Shannondell conga literally went from 3 to 5 within the space of a week, but I'm completely okay with that. So here we have one of my holy grails. This is Duende from the Premier collection. He's the very first Premier Club I've ever owned. I am in the Premier Club this year, so I am going to be owning a couple more over the course of the year. But I'm super excited to have found a Duende, just because I, again, really like this mould and I'm really wanting to conga it. And I think Duende is a beautiful model in its own right. I absolutely love the starred apples. I love Andalusians and Spanish horses anyway, so this would be my favourite representation of a Spanish horse. So he came up on eBay and I put in the best offer for him, which I felt was pretty fair for a Premier Club horse, and it was accepted. So Duende ended up coming to live with me, and I'm so in love with him. He looks absolutely gorgeous, especially when he's next to Dominante as well, the other Duende I have on the mould. They look so nice together, just different contrast to the coat colour. What I love about this horse in particular as well is the feel of him. I think it's a bit to do with something the way they paint the Premier Club horses maybe, but his paint job is so smooth. He just feels a lot smoother than maybe the normal regular run BREYERS. And mine is a fairly light version, I would say. He's quite light around his barrel. It looks a lot darker on camera, but he's quite light. The darkest areas are here, down his rump and down to his leg. And I love how they've done the dappling on him. It's so much more intricate than the normal dapples that Breyer do that can look a little bit fish scaly. So I'm super happy to have found a Duende and have him in my collection again. He's one of the moulds I'm looking to conga now, so I have a few more to find of him. I've only got Dominante as well, but it's a start, and it's so nice to have a Premier Club horse. He's absolutely gorgeous. I love him so much, and so happy I could find one, and he has such nice detail underneath as well. So happy to have found a Holy Grail. It's an amazing feeling. Last but certainly not least, we have some of the stablemates I've collected over the last couple of months. So starting off at the front, we have the Premier Club 2020 stablemate, who is Lyric, who's got the Troubadour paint job on the new Fjord mould. I got this horse because I absolutely love this new mould. I think it reminds me of the riding school ponies that I used to ride with the roached manes. And I absolutely love this side of him with his little marking over his nose and mouth. I think it's so cute. He's just a lovely little mould. He was on eBay, so I put in a bid for him and won. And I really like this new stablemate mould. He's so tiny compared to other stablemate moulds. Like obviously you can see the Croy behind him, and then Grayson. So he is a really small stablemate, but I think he's just the perfect size for the breed he's trying to represent. And he's really nicely done. He's got some pinking underneath him and around his nose, and his bay parts are actually quite well shaded. It might not pick up again on the camera so well, but he is super cute. I have ordered the 4-pack for BreyerFest this year because I wanted the purple little fjord in that as well. So I am super happy I managed to find a Lyric again. I wasn't in the Premier Club, so I did buy him secondhand, but it was totally worth it. He is lovely. And then up next we have Aaron, who was the BreyerFest 2020 single day stablemate on the Croy mould. Mine isn't that roaned. It's supposed to be a bay roan, but she's got very light fleckles, I would say, of her roaning. She does have lovely shading, however, and she's my very first stablemate on the Croy mould, and I actually think I prefer the stablemate Croy to the traditional Croy, but she's a lovely little addition, and I wanted her when I saw her first at BREYERS, but I didn't have any single day tickets, so I had to find her second hand. And then finally, here we have Grayson, who was a Stablemate Collector Club model, I believe, in 2019. So he's on the Walking Thoroughbred Stablemate mould in this kind of Sabino-y, Pinto-y pattern. I'm not quite sure which pattern it's supposed to be, but he is super, super cute. And I, again, really like this new Walking Thoroughbred mould. I think it kind of reminds me of the traditional Carrick, but I actually prefer it to Carrick just because the leg placement looks a bit more natural, I think. I'm hoping to get some more in more colours of this mould as well. The realistic ones, I know they've been doing lots of unicorns on him, but I would love to have some bays and chestnuts, so I might have to hunt down a few more of these. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of these beautiful models close up and hearing my opinions on them. I'm looking forward to doing more YouTube videos in the future, but I am looking for some video ideas, so if you would like me to do anything in particular, whether that be something related to BREYERS this year, whether that be looking at my photography setups, so my indoor arena and my stable, whether you want me to do an updated collection tour, let me know and I'm more than happy to put together more videos. So take care, I hope to see you soon in another video, and as I say, leave me a message in the comments if there's anything in particular you'd like me to do in the future. Bye bye!